Today we have a 2003 350Z that we have to do valve cover gaskets on. So what we're going to do is start by removing this bar. We're going to remove plastics. We're going to remove the manifold, so that means we have to remove a bunch of this other stuff. So I'm going to play it in fast forward or time lapse. Okay, so it was roughly about 25 minutes, and now we have the whole top of the engine uncovered here. What you didn't get to see on this side is just these coolant lines here. This one and that one, they go to the throttle body for the idle control. So I don't think we're gonna have any interference with anything else, but we do have to remove this harness. Maybe move it out of the way, make push it to the left side of the car. Do this side because I don't think we can do it all at once. So I'm gonna do one side first, shift everything this way, and then shift everything that way to the right side, and do the right side. We're gonna have to remove this guy; it's in the way. But before we take these valve covers out, I'm gonna have to use some compressed air to blow some of this dust and dirt and leaves out. That way, when I remove the valve covers, obviously we don't want that dirt to go inside the rockers are. So let's blow it all out, and then we can continue our work. So now the valve cover should come out. We've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts out. This hose right here is very brittle, and it was also very hard, so I had to wiggle it and pull it at the same time. I have a feeling I'm missing something, but I think I'm missing one here. Let's see. Yeah, so it's supposed to be 9 for the left valve cover. Very simple. That's that right there. And that's the gasket we're after. So since I'm gonna wash the valve covers, I'm gonna have to remove this side, and I wasn't gonna video it, but just in case you guys are wondering, there is one bolt back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on this side 7, 8, 9, and the corner 10. But I will remove this, and as I was removing this hose right here, it broke, so it's so brittle. Or not brittle, but it's all gummed up. So I'm gonna replace that on the way in. apply new sealant. Get rid of on these two corners here. One, two. Now with these seals here, I did not get a set that came with these. I'm not really worried about them. There is no oil leaking through there. Now there's a lot of work to not replace these guys, but unfortunately I'm pressed for time and I did not get these. You should definitely replace yours. So all you have to do is, you know, put something on this side, knock them out, put the new seal on this side, and then beat it in, and you're done. So it doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of explanation. I don't think you guys really need to see me installing these seals, but I'm gonna record it anyway. While you guys are in here, just inspect the lobes, check your cam lobes. Anything weird that may be inside your engine. It's always good to have a visual inspection. You're already in there anyway, so once you inspect everything, what we're gonna do is clean all this dirt out, and we're gonna clean it towards the outside, obviously, so nothing falls in there. Same thing on this side. Also, these corners here, we have to clean all this sealant. Scrape all that off and get rid of this dirt. Both corners. And same on this side. Gotta get rid of that. On the way in, we're gonna apply a little bit of ultra gray on the corners here, and then torque it down. All right, we got everything nice and clean, ready to install the valve covers. Apply your ultra gray or sealant of choice on this corner here. This is the important corner to seal here. Just put some on these here from here. Start here, finish right here. You should be good to go, both sides. All right, so I ran out of storage on the camera while trying to record this right side valve cover, but it's the same thing as the left side. You just put your dab of sealant there. Make sure the seal doesn't come off as you're installing the valve cover, and that's it. It's time to put the bolts in, and I'll put the torque specs on the screen. All for the valve covers. I'm gonna put this tube now, this tube right here. Then we're gonna install all the coil pads. Put this ground back on. And then we're gonna do the lower plenum and connect everything to the upper plenum. Hook these lines up. But I'll do a time lapse on that too. Now it's time to put your gasket on, your new gasket, or one of the times. But anyway, put your gasket on. After you clean all your flanges, put this on. This. Go. Might have to get this out of the way here. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 2 nuts. Now we're gonna torque the 40-inch pounds. And now we're gonna torque to 80-inch pounds. Okay, so now time to install this fuel line that came out of the back. Let's go here. And the 2 that go here. Place the upper plenum, and there's going to be 2 small hoses here for the coolant. Those are the ones you pinched off. This one, that other one. Don't forget to put those on before you bolt everything down. Now we're gonna torque the upper plenum bolts to 40, then 80, then 100 inch-pounds. That's it for now. All we got left to do is install the breather hose, vacuum hose, put the fuel feed line back in there, and the return line. Actually, this is the evap hose, not the return line. Evap hose, and then in my case, I have to put this evap solenoid back up here, but my problem is that I have to replace these 2 hoses. Now I forgot to tell you guys to install this guy here. This is the breather for the valve cover, but if you missed it just like I did, all you have to just let this guy here. So we have a little bit more space. Just slide your hose under all that junk right here. Right? And then this is where your tube is gonna go. Right here. So and you can still get to the clamp with some pliers there. And we'll finish up by installing the engine cover and then your strut bar.